What is good, everybody? It's Vic here. Today is February 5th, 2026. Thursday. Oh, today's my dad's birthday. Shout out, pops. I'll be going over my trade recap today. I took two trades. One break even, one winner. Let me pull up just to show y'all. Yeah, two trades. The first one was a 15-minute gap tap, 3-minute IFEG targeting New York PM low, a break even at this internal low. But what had ended up happening, I mean, regardless, it still would have been break even. But ES hit this low first, but like right on this candle, and Q reverses. I get stopped at break even. Second trade, we had a 15-minute gap tap, then we had a 2-minute IFEG, then TP essentially at the swing high. Clean trade. There was a 9 o'clock trade I wanted to take. Super, super pretty trade, but I was unable to take it because news was at that time. So I was unable to take this 5-minute IFEG, which tapped into the 1 hour gap, right? We put in a bearish 1 hour fair value gap. Market comes and taps into said gap, then we form a 5-minute IFEG. But just let me replay, start new. We go over this trade. We go over all the trades. First idea, like as we have here, marked out. This is said a 1 hour gap, right? And coming into open, we wick down. We fail to take these PM lows, and after being extremely bullish, like if you just look, I mean, not bullish, pardon me, bearish for like the last since Tuesday, last couple of days, we've just been bearish, just been selling off, right? So for the most part, I would like to be in trend with market, and especially since we left this random wick and it just looking so obvious that the draws are lower, right? That's what I initially want to target. So then we put in these highs in this 1 hour gap. Market comes down in versus the 5-minute. This is the highest time frame IFEG. No, 2, 3 minute, no, all of these are irrelevant regardless because there is a 5-minute. Then I would have taken it off, taking shorts off this 5-minute IFEG, big stops, but I would have been able to still do two micros, essentially, and still get a 1-to-1 break even at these lows. Boom, right? So that was the first idea, super clean. I thought based off of this leg and the open, I thought market would be super, super volatile today. As well as like I thought we'd have follow through. This next trade was very upsetting. The next trade I take, we retrace into a 15-minute gap. Like, so market creates this 15-minute gap, as you can see. Boom, we trade into it. Let me go back. We trade into this 15-minute gap, create these lows, and I believe, okay, this one was 3 minutes, so let me just hop in the 3-minute. As we could see here, we put in this 15-minute gap. Market then decides to retrace into said gap. We tap said gap and we have an extremely bearish reaction off of this candle. Extremely bearish reaction off of this candle. And we invert. It's super minute, but because of this huge candle and because the draws are so obviously lower and because that we've been super bearish, I felt comfortable with pulling the trigger on this trade. So yeah, stops at the body close. TP at New York PM low for a 1-to-1.7. And after this, we simply just we don't get any follow through. Like we don't get any follow through. But good thing is, right? At what point was it? At this point, if we go look at ES is about to take out this swing low, and right here it's a itty bitty touch, but ES ends out sweeping these lows or touching these lows, right? And from here, I know to go break even because now it's a SMT. Like we've seen this countless times, even the last couple of days, even this week, a couple recaps I've made. This has happened several times. ES is, and I'm glad I really started doing it and really paying attention to ES as well, right? So we failed to take this swing low. Old me would have just still been in this trade, and boom, me today get stopped out on this wick. Then we eventually boom hit the real break even, quote unquote. But we have such an bullish reaction out of here, right? And in my mind, it's frustrating because it's like market simply just has no follow through. Like I can't even hit a trade, right? It's frustrating, but now it's like, okay, depending on how bullish this reaction is, I could see market I could see longs, right? I could see room for longs, right? And here I was initially looking for short because I thought we were just gonna retrace into this other 5 minute gaps, which I could still look for shorts off of, and we still have our draws. But because we opened so bullish, and if you see here, we create a 15-minute gap. So in all actuality, I really don't want to take shorts anymore because once this 15-minute gap forms, I am not trying to short into a 15-minute gap. That just it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, there are special conditions where it makes sense, but it would more have to be like following the trend. Like here I was longing into a I eventually long into a 5 minute gap that has yet to be inversed. So it's kind of like the same thing, but because we are on this bullish leg, I don't pay attention to that anymore, and I only look for what like I my eyes on the prize, right? And as you can see here, let's go to the 2 minute, right? We create this 15-minute gap that ends up being here. We retrace to the said 15-minute gap, right? And we have a standard three drive pattern. I can't really remember the last time I seen a three drive pattern this clean. 1 2 3 inverse, like, or I should say 1 2 inverse three drive pattern so clean. So it's like I cannot take it. We have I don't know if I really loved the structure here, but because we were extremely bullet or not extremely, but because we now have these changes of structures bullish, I know we can at least, it fits my criteria. 15-minute gap tap, highest time frame IFEG. There's no 3, there's no 5, there's no, so 2 minutes highest time frame IFEG. I'm targeting um these highs, right? And I really don't care what's to the left of us because now we fit our objective. Market should at least want to come take out these highs, especially since these said highs are in, like I previously mentioned, this 5 minute gap, right? So it's like at least market should want to come take out these highs. And as we can see, cleanest trade I've taken in a minute. Can't remember the last time one of my trades just ran the TP. But for some, I don't even know what happened. I was trying to make it at least a 1 to 1, but same thing like yesterday, we just get a flush because I initially had it at these highs, I believe. But I knew I was trying to see if we can potentially get more because I also thought we could potentially come and take out these hourly highs that we put in at the start of market, right? I mean, that ends up not happening, but we are at least able to get our piece of the pie, and that's all that matters, right? To be able to, like, I know I can consistently take my piece of the pie and get out market, right? That's the whole goal essentially. That was today's trade recap. Let me show y'all P&L card, right? On the live account, P&L card. Okay, on the live account, we made $367. On the Alpha Futures accounts, we made around, I think it was like around, was it 800? It was like 700 something. Y'all, I'm gonna show y'all the trade of eight, but not terrible. I really, it's annoying because yes, it's win. Like I mean, I'll take the win any day of the week, and I'm appreciative, and I thank God for the win. But it's like I'm gonna show y'all. If I'm risking 1,000 per, or so on these accounts I'm risking 500 per. On these accounts I'm risking 1,000 per. I want my full wins at least, right? So when I do take a loss, my wins are still larger than my losses, if that makes sense. I mean, that should make sense. But I just market just hasn't been giving me any room to get my full win, my full 1-to-1. So essentially, it looks like I'm trading a negative R, basically, somewhat. But like at the end of the day, I still trust I'm gonna win more than I lose. So it should still all be good. Um, leave. Now market is just chopping. I'm off the charts, man. It's nasty to look at. So as we look at the live account, $367 on the day. Thank you, God. Account is now at 3,600. My initial deposit was 2,500. So that's so I'm up $1,000 officially on on my live account. Thank you, God. I think the goal here is to run this account to 10K. Um, get this account to 10K. I'm gonna withdraw 5K, pay myself like get my initial investment back and some. Um, it would be super helpful because man, I can't even. That's a story for another day. And on these accounts, we are 7:30 on the day, back to decent drawdown, right? So it's as if I'm only down one on the week. Um, I really hope tomorrow I can close out the week on a win. Get these accounts at least to break even. Um, tough week. I mean, tough start to February. But like start first. First week to February. But at the end of the day, it really just is what it is. You gotta take the good with the bad. If I'm able to get break even by tomorrow, then it sets us up extremely well for next week. And I'm still confident I can get a payout. Like for sure, getting a payout. I want two this month, but we really just gonna have to see how that goes. Now for my trade Zella. Yeah, up 656 on the week. Um, yeah, that's really it. What else do I have to? Yeah, that's really it. Wine you Vic here. Wine you Vic out. Y'all be good. Y'all have a great day.